Hey everybody, Scott here. Late September, things are moving at a snail's pace. What we've basically done is gone back and forth with the city a couple times on some minor issues. We had a tenant in the front unit on the Marlboro property, and what we ended up doing was offering him the front unit at 41st because he needed a little more room. He was a great tenant, and we knew that at Marlboro we were going to start knocking stuff down pretty quickly. So we were able to get the front and back units at 41st rented. They pulled in a pretty nice income. Later video we'll talk about all the financials of everything. And that left Marlboro empty. But what happened once it was empty is we did have somebody staying in that back dilapidated unit just kind of as security, stay there for free to keep his eye on things. He had a medical issue, ended up in the emergency room for 4 days, and during that process we got cleaned out. We had an entire HVAC system, probably worth about $10,000 to $12,000 was stolen, and our contractors had a whole bunch of tools stolen. So we said enough of that. So what we then started to move forward with, after talking to our architect in the city, we realized we were close enough to final approvals. It was time to knock that back unit down. So by knocking that back unit down, we kept the vagrancy, the chance of vagrants moving in there. We were able to lock up the front unit a little bit better, move some of our equipment off site. So it just made it for a safer, more secure situation. So in this video, show you kind of what the Marlboro property looked like once it was knocked down, and then we've got some initial staking. What we did is, as we got closer, we're getting here closer to final approval, stake the properties to figure out exactly where we could put the corners of our buildings. So we'll show you, give you kind of a shot of the Marlboro and the 41st property as they're sitting there just waiting for that final approval to come from the city. So let's take a look.
All right, so filling up
Muted the
dumpster.
actual sound of the day because there's
If past demolition is any indication, we will fill this up a couple of times.
From the back. That front unit there is the one that had been rented. The back unit was the one.
It's really, I just getting rid of this
somebody staying
CRAP.
This
and
is
then
really
leveling it and starting to go vertical with something that's a little bit
got some
higher quality than what we got here.
Going through the roof of the unit and pulling it out, pulling this thing down, and we're filling up this trailer as well as the big dumpster there. So this is pretty aggressive. Doesn't look like there's a lot of guys here. There's like 4 or 5 guys working at a time, but we got this done really quick. In fact, we came back here just 4 days later to film and show you what it looked like, and this is what it looked like. Everything was gone. So, well, we had to get the dumpster out of there still, but as you can tell, got it out. Everything's pretty level. We did run a grader through there to flatten it out, but generally really happy with how that came out. Now, if we go over and look at 41st property,
gotta love the way they
you can see
that.
this unit was much farther along at the time. In fact, it's pretty much
So this will be the
all
courtyard
set
when the
up
other 2 units are
where
built.
That will be the eventual center courtyard,
And
the new construction will come
you
over
can
here in this
see
back area. That's
this
been
big
largely
space
level.
here is where
You
they're
can see
going
we
to
didn't
go.
even stake this
And
out.
they were marked just like the other property with the
corners
pink
of the
tape
building.
here. That's the
corners
limit
will
of what we
actually
can
be, it's
build.
just where we're limited
We're
by
not
setbacks.
using
We have a surveyor
that
come out,
extreme.
so
We
you
are
can
going
this
to be
far.
providing some parking
The
at
side
the back
unit is
end,
further
but you
back
can see
and it's
that's
close to building.
the
So we've got
setbacks
those
that we have to
set.
stay within.
And
So
actually, one
that won't be a
stake you
problem,
can't see here,
but
right
gives
behind that
Walter
shed there,
and
it
Ridgeline
causes
Construction
lot
a
of
basis to
problems.
work
That's a
with.
story
So
for
both
the
projects ready to start,
next video.
probably hit the
Till then,
ground
make
running
it a great
middle,
day,
late
and I'll
next
try
week.
and make it a little faster and get in the next 1 hour.
All right, let's go.